All right, y'all, how's it going today? So today I wanted to show you this new app, Option Strat, that was introduced to me a few weeks ago. So I'm still kind of learning it, but this is a really cool app if you want to, kind of play around with different option spread techniques and, get a good visualization of what the risk profile looks like as you're setting up various spreads. And this video was requested to me specifically by Amit, so I'm going to kind of go over what we had talked about. So we had talked about doing a double diagonal or a double calendar possibly for like the 4075 to 4150 area, because we think we might be kind of chopping around here a little bit. So you go up to the top left here where it says plus add, okay, and then you can select to sell a put, buy a put, sell a call, buy a call. So we're going to get 4 different legs here. We're going to sell the 4075, buy the 4075, and then let's sell the 4150, and then let's buy the 4150. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Why is that happening? That's interesting. First, let's set our expiration dates. So we want to do, what did we say, the 5th? Yeah. The 5th. And then I want to do the 20th on these. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so here is our little risk profile tent here. At the top, it tells you what the price of SPX is currently. Here's all your strike ranges or the expiration dates up here at the top. And then in this middle part right here, you see the strikes that you have selected. And the cool thing is that you can easily just touch them and drag them around, and you can see how that changes the risk profile, right? So, here, this looks like a pretty good range here. So we would profit from 40.65 to about 41.65. Okay, so, and it does give you break evens below here. Gives you break evens of 40.66 to 41.64. For that's our profit range. Above that, you have the max profit of 1,041.76, which is if price ends up, looks like probably around the 41.50 area. Gives your max loss, and it tells you what your loss is at expiration at a given price. So, if SPX ends up being 40.30, you're going to be negative 2,500-ish, okay? And if we get all the way down to 39.80, you're looking at a $4,700 loss at expiration, right? So, that's pretty useful, especially if you're on the go, right? Now, let's look at, so this is a cool feature here. So this kind of shows you in real time what your profile is going to look like as the day goes on, right? So here's Monday. So if I want to know, like, okay, if I hold this spread into Monday afternoon, so let's go like Monday at 3:20. Okay, if SPX is between 41.10, so if SPX is at 41.10 at 3:20 in the afternoon on Monday, we're looking at $411 profit. So we're looking at $400 profit about from 41.32-ish to 41.08-ish, right? And then, the break-even point Monday afternoon is 40.84 to 41.56, okay? And then you can see how as you move this along into our expiration period on Wednesday, that original figure starts to fill out, right? The other cool thing is you can do, here's the chart range, so it kind of zooms in and zooms out, right? The other cool thing to the right of that, to the right of this, is IV. And you can see how IV affects calendars and double diagonals, right? So, even just a 10% increase in IV does a substantial amount to our profit range, right? So now all of a sudden our max gain is about 7,600-ish, right? Even if SPX goes down to say 4,000, right, which is below all of our strikes, we're at about $2,000 profit if we get a 10% increase in volatility. You just hit this button here to go back. You can toggle over to this table view to see, how it looks from a different viewpoint, right? I like the graph personally. You can also do a P&L percentage, right? So it'll tell you, at what percentage profit you might be at. So, let's say, Tuesday, what percentage profit am I going to be at? So Tuesday, let's make this noon. Yeah, so Tuesday about noon, you're looking at 25% profit on it, okay? These are the two main ones that I've used so far that I find the most helpful. Value, this just tells you the value of the contract. But yeah, I just use P&L and P&L percent mostly just a P&L one. Okay, let's go back up here and then let's roll this back to what it looks like at expiration. So let's just play around with these strikes a little bit. Let's make this so let's say we had a little bit of a bearish assumption. So we could take the long call and we could make that a diagonal with the long call farther out of the money, okay? So now all of a sudden you have a max profit of about 2,300 at that 40.75 area. Lower break even at 40.37. You can see that vertical blue line. And then to the right, the upper break even is 41.69, okay? The